What's your favorite food here in India?
Food, lassi.
What's your favorite food?
Favorite India?
Favorite food?
Yeah. Pav Bhaji. Very nice.
Why should people visit India? Tell people why they
It's so good. It's just amazing. You should absolutely come. I swear, it's worth it. It's worth the money. Okay, bye.
Namaste. Today we are in Mumbai and we are going to be doing a street food tour. Mumbai is known for its amazing street foods such as Vada Pav and Dosas.
India has been an extremely affordable country to travel around, and it has arguably the best cuisine. And honestly, that makes for the perfect combination of cheap, delicious food.
Our hotel, which we booked with credit card points, the credit card we used is linked down below, is next to Juhu Beach, so that's the area we are going to be going to. Juhu Beach, along with many other beaches here in India, has a whole food vendor scene, so that's what we're going to go check out and eat food with the locals.
All right, we're out here on the streets now, and even though Juhu Beach, where all the street stalls are, is only like a 10-minute walk from our hotel, we're actually just gonna get a tuk-tuk because it's so cheap, and honestly, it's just so hot. It's not worth walking around out here when you can like get a tuk-tuk for less than 50 cents.
Here we go.
That tuk-tuk ride only costs about 40 cents, so it definitely beats walking all the way here and working up a sweat before we even get here. So we have now made it here to all the street stalls, and honestly there's way more here than I was expecting, so I think we're gonna have no problem at all finding street food tonight. So the first thing I got is called Ragda Pattice, and is made out of potato patties, and then it has like a pea soup inside it, some cheese, some other things, so I'm gonna dig in and see how it is. These little bits, they're kind of like footy. That's what it's like, I guess. They're kind of like corn chips though. They're a little bit sweeter than a corn chip. Gives it a nice texture. It's one of many dishes here that has like a potato base. There's a lot of vegetarian options, so there's a lot of different potatoes used because of that. It's not too spicy for me. Obviously, every time I order, I like kind of draw back on the spice just because here it's way spicier than back in America. Well, that was an extremely delicious start to this food tour, and that entire plate of food was only $1.
My first choice is a Paneer Roll. So what Paneer is basically cottage cheese-like chunks. It's milk from either a buffalo or a cow that they've curdled into these little cubes that look very similar to tofu. Then they chop up the cubes, they fry them up. This one they added spices to. It also looks like there's some potato mash in this roll. Lots of different sauces sprinkled on it. And then it's just all grilled and rolled up into this nice roll that's easy to eat on the go. Time to dig in. So much flavor, like everything else. On the edge of almost too spicy for me. It tastes like chili pepper or something in here. The paneer does taste like a cottage cheese, little cheese cube in here. So if you're a vegetarian, southern India is your paradise.
My Masala Dosa. I actually already had these down in Delhi. We were just kind of wandering around and we showed up to a street vendor and they were selling dosas. However, they're traditionally like a South Indian food, so we thought we'd get them again down here in Mumbai. And we got the Masala Dosa, which is like probably the most popular version. Inside of that is some like potato curry. The dosa is actually kind of like a thin pancake that's made out of lentils and rice, and then that's fermented overnight, and then it's poured out onto the griddle to form the actual like dosa. Alright, so I've tried the dosa now. I've tried both the chutneys. When we were down in Delhi, we were served like a coconut yogurt chutney. We weren't huge fans of that one, but both these ones are really good. Like I said, pretty sure it's a tomato and then a mint chutney. The dosa itself was only $1.50, so we're gonna go with anything under $2 today. That's gonna hit our limit of $1 street foods. Don't mind me as I just stand here eating my food, just actively sweating. This is why we took that tuk-tuk, because it is so hot here.
The reason it's so hot is because we are here in April, so it's our own fault. January, December, it's a cooler time of the year here, but we're really getting into the summer months here. So we're just eating and sweating and just embracing the heat on the beach in Mumbai. So next up is the Vada Pav, which is the most popular street food here in burger, as Mumbai was formerly known as Bombay. They also served it with a little pepper. I'm not that good with spice, so I'm gonna pass on the pepper. So the insides of this potato patty is filled with different spices. I can taste a lot of pepper. It's really, really delicious. So you can't do a food tour without a little cup of chai. What chai is black tea with milk, cinnamon, cardamom, a bunch of other spices like clove, all mixed in to be the delicious chai tea that most people know and love. It's only 50 cents. My Bombay Burger was also only 50 cents, so we're under budget on those items. This is served in a little pottery crock, which is cool because we got to see pottery being made. On our tour day when we were in one of the slums here in Mumbai, we got to see it made by hand, and so now we actually get to drink some chai out of one, so very authentic. Delicious. To me, it tastes like fall. Not really the vibe of this hot summer day, but it's still tasty. If I just close my eyes and imagine I'm somewhere cold.
Just got Pav Bhaji for about $1.50. It looks really cool when it's being made, so gotta get it. Pav just means bread, so it's being served with bread, and then this is like a vegetable curry. They drop some butter into it, melt it into the middle of the curry. It looks absolutely delicious. So this bun is absolutely packed with butter, and then they throw it on the griddle to heat it up. So it's absolutely delicious, mixed with all the spices of the vegetable curry. So it's thought that this dish was like started or created for different textile workers to go out to the street to grab for lunch. And I can see why it became so popular because, like I said, it's an extremely filling and so quick and easy to make and eat. Maybe my favorite thing about this is I could see the curry just like boiling on the griddle. It got cooked all the way through, which is very reassuring because we've only been here for a little while and I've already seen 3 different rats just running through this area.
So I just got the samosa from the stand behind me. Samosas have become my favorite Indian food, but I actually haven't had one on the streets of India yet, so I'm really excited to give this one a try. So what a samosa traditionally is a potato filling, a lot of times with peas and then different spices mixed in with it to kind of create a paste. It's stuffed inside this bread. The breading is then deep fat fried, so it's like a deep fat fried pastry with potato and pea mixture inside, but the spices they have are just so flavorful like everything else in India, so it makes her a very tasty little treat. This one is 40 rupees, so it's about 50 cents. You can also get full dishes of samosas, but for just one is about 50 cents or 40 rupees. Alright, so our last treat for the night, we had to end with a dessert, so we got the Kulfi Falooda, which is a very popular treat to cool you off at the end of the hot day. So Kulfi is a Indian ice cream made of whole milk. The Falooda part is actually noodles, so we've got like a noodle cream sauce with rose water, and I believe this might be rose or strawberry chunks of ice that have been put on top, all mixed into one delicious treat here. Comes in tons of different flavors. There's tons of different Falooda stalls. It was really hard to pick one, but I'm very excited to cool down because it is a very hot day. Wow, that's good. It's like nothing I've ever had before because it's like a strawberry creamy milkshake with noodles. So the noodles kind of throw me off a bit, but it's not bad. I really do like the strawberry part. We have really enjoyed our last 10 days exploring India. It's truly been the nicest and kindest people that we have ever met. But next we are switching it up completely. We are leaving Asia after the last 4 months, and we are headed to Europe to start the last portion of our year-long trip, which we can hardly believe how fast it's going. But first up, we're going to be starting in Croatia. So we are so excited to start that part of our journey. So make sure to stay tuned because we are so excited to see you there. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe to Jordan and Soph. Please, just come on.
Okay.